Apply. Email bmaletich@local3news.com.
Let's talk your house, saving you some money, making it look great, and for all the men out there, no longer having to be the one doing the honey-do list, because Brack Biggs is here with Honey-Do Services. He's going to make you feel great this morning. Good to see you.
Good to be here, man.
You have a very practical approach, I think, to the job that you do, because you've kind of seen it all. So you can talk to people, and you will talk to people about everything from general contracting, which you do, remodels around the house, to practical things like you and I were just discussing about getting rid of carpenter bees. You're the man with the knowledge.
Well, we try.
Today you're going to save us some money, because you say that if you are looking about a deck remodel, a bathroom remodel, that kind of thing, act quickly before those prices go up.
Yes.
Why?
This is the key time of year for anyone that's wanting to remodel a kitchen or a bathroom, or either wanting to build a deck or convert a deck to a screen-in porch or a all-seasons room to move. Because after you get past May, or really mid-May, the prices really start amping up at the cost of that. Number one is because hurricanes will drive prices up, but also just general demand will drive things up. And the demand in Chattanooga is pretty acute, and it drives it up pretty quickly. So most of the vendors that I deal with all tell me that by May 15th, Brack, we're going to start going up on our prices because they want to let me know ahead of time, so I'm not surprised.
Okay, so let's say that someone's watching thinking, okay, I better jump on this. We'll make it a bathroom remodel for the sake of ease. And they contact you. You are going to already have customers you're dealing with, but is it if you can just know what the job's going to be and make the purchase at the better price now, you could even do the work per your schedule at the end of May if need be. Is that right?
Absolutely.
You want to just, the purchasing power is now.
And that's key, because right now, for instance, if I go to someone, my labor costs are pretty much going to stay the same because my workforce is pretty stable. But if I'm able to go ahead and get the purchases done, then we're set. There's been a key change in the law in Tennessee this year. Contractors are no longer allowed to ask for half as a deposit. They can only now ask for a third as a deposit. And then you can get a third the day you start and a third the day you end. Because of that, you know, some people aren't following that and they're still asking for half, which they're not supposed to do. But if you're asking for third, that gives you just enough usually to buy the materials and get them stocked away. So you're really needing to move on it pretty quickly if you want bathroom and kitchen remodels. It's okay to wait in the summer if you want to do eave repair or gutter repair or siding repair or roofing repair. Those prices are pretty much stabilized. But so you can wait for summer to do those things. But really the fall and the spring is when you want to work bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and decks.
So if you are needing a lot, maybe you bought a fixer-upper, maybe you're going to sell a house, you want to fix it up before you sell, whatever it might be, can they contact you and will you walk the house with them and say, this is how I would start, this is where I'd start first, and then work your way down?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, that's our business model. Our business model is try to build relationships with what we call our client partners, not just our clients or our customers. Our client partners call us and we attempt to try to build rapport with them by taking smaller jobs first, maybe just changing blinds or fixing a window or a door. Then once they see we execute that at a high level, they go ahead and give her a bigger job and a bigger job and a bigger job. My personal opinion is if you have an attorney, if you have a doctor or a dentist, a CPA that you see on a regular basis, you should have a general contractor, me or somebody else. Somebody has a general contractor's license that can come and walk your house occasionally and say, hey, this is a reasonable thing, this is in crisis, this isn't in crisis, you can put this off a couple of years, so that they can examine so that you can have a good plan on how you're going to address the issues.
Yeah, because that way you're in charge, you're being proactive, not reactive.
I had a client call me the other day, somebody that we've changed windows for, and someone that we painted their deck for. And they called us in because they were like, well, we're concerned about this softness in the floor around this toilet. And so we looked at that and I said, okay, well, this is something that needs to be addressed pretty quickly, because if you don't, you're going to start getting the subfloor joist damage. If we can get on that, that's fine. Then she showed me something else about some of the walling that she wanted to do, or changing out a drop ceiling. And I said, this isn't a crisis. This is something you can put off till next year or the year after. We can come back in and fix this pretty easily, and that's not a problem. So being able to set those priorities so that you can align those with your budget as well as your aesthetic needs is very important.
Something else I think that you said that's really important is people will sometimes call you in for a small thing first. So if you've got adult kids who live away, you still live on your own, and you're, 84 years old, and you can't do something by yourself, they can contact you and
Sure,
you'll send somebody
absolutely.
out to do even kind of minuscule things?
Sure, like yesterday, for instance, very good example. I went to a house, they had some windows and a deck they wanted to look at. They needed 2 little blinds changed. And I said, well, we can do this in 15 minutes. So I just grabbed a screwdriver, used their drill because I don't carry tools. We switched out, and that was the happiest thing. They gave me 3 glasses of cold water, and that was worth it yesterday 'cause I was running out.
So they become your friends,
Yeah.
don't they?
And then when they need us the next time, we'll be able to come in. It's about building that rapport, that trust over the course of time, instead of just going for the cheapest option possible.
I only have 30 seconds before I show people your information. As far as a remodel goes, do you also help kind of design things for people?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we go through, and I've got hundreds of thousands of hours worth of experience in being able to have good feng shui, figuring out the flow that you want in the kitchen, what the aesthetics are. Plus, we've got very good vendors that we work with that help us with that as well.
You know he's good if he uses the word feng shui. Love it. It's the Honeydew Services. Brack Biggs is his name. Here is the information where you'll find him. They're over on North Point Boulevard, but your house is going to be their office. Their phone number is 843-4663. If you want to look them up, it's honeydewservice.com.
A commercial vehicle wreck can be life-altering. The size and power of these vehicles can often lead to severe consequences.